Hello. How is everybody doing? I'm just trying to get some stuff done right quick. So if you got to go, hello Joey, how are you? If you got to go get snacks or go get something to drink, hello Jamarius, how are you? If you need to do any of that, go ahead and do it. Okay? And then we'll be getting started. All right, hello. Got some Rotel too ready. Oh, I got some Rotel. Go ahead, live your best life. Hello, Trayvon. Hello, how are you? Y'all give me 1 second because I have to make sure I get to my people who I need to add to the live today in here. So I have to make sure I get it. So I'm gonna put the invite in here. I'm not gonna add you just yet, but I am going to copy it and put it in here so I can pull it and then send it to my people. All right, so how was everybody's day? Hey, AT2, how are you? I hope y'all had a good day today. I had a good day today for sure. All right. We're going to talk about this wrestling stuff in just a second. I want to make sure that I got everything together. Let me go in here. Okay. All right, y'all. We can just skip AEW. Absolutely not. What is wrong with you? Why are you so dead set against AEW? I actually enjoyed AEW yesterday a lot. I thought AEW was fun. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good show. So let's just get started. I got my normal people in here anyway, so let's just get started with the things that actually did happen yesterday that we can talk about. So let's start off with NXT since AEW is so dead set against us talking about us talking about AEW. Let's start off with NXT. Hello all. I have no idea what's going on, but I'm here to give you a like and boost your engagement. Oh, Leah, thank you. When I figure out how to set moderators, maybe AT2 can help me. Then I'll make you a moderator for that. I appreciate that. There's nothing going on. We just gonna vibe like we always do. Baby, what's wrong? Oh, you got chili on your shirt. I'm sorry. I'm just talking to my husband, y'all. But any whoosies, thank you, Jamarius. You'll teach me. I'm gonna need help because I don't know how to set moderators in here. But any whoosies. So let's talk about NXT since I didn't get to come on live yesterday and talk about that stuff. Okay. So Vengeance Day is Sunday, all right, and everything is set for Vengeance Day, and it is as follows. So Kushida and Johnny Gargano will be facing off against each other for the North American Championship. I have a feeling Kushida may not win this match, and it may end up moving on to Dexter Lumis finally getting this title that he so desperately has earned and deserves. So I don't know how this is going to play out. I'm curious as to what they will do. This picture of Gargano, though, is heavily photoshopped, honey. I mean, he is giving all types of under eye, beat face, just all types of just real concealed out, eyelined out. Honey, Candace went all out in this picture, baby. If I had my pick, I would naturally pick Kushida because I really want Kushida to win. But I have a feeling that some bullshit is gonna go down and he's gonna end up losing, and Gargano's gonna keep it and drop it to Dexter Loomis in the end. Let's hope that I'm wrong because I really don't want that to happen. So the finals for the Dusty Rhodes Classic for the men has been set, and yesterday you told me Ciampa and Thatcher won and they lost. Grizzly Young Veterans actually won.
I thought it was Ciampa. Oh, okay.
So the Grizzled Young Veterans are in the finals once again in the Dusty Rhodes Classic, and they are going up against MSK. I can honestly say, without a shadow of a doubt, I do not know how this is going to go or how it's going to work. I am very, very confused as to who's going to win this match, but one can only hope that it's going to be a banger. But with MSK being as great as they have been, and with Grizzled Young Veterans as amazing as they are, I can't see how this match won't be an instant classic. And it can go either way, but with the way they've booked MSK, I don't know. I really want Grizzled Young Veterans to win this one. So if I had to pick, I'm going to go with Grizzled Young Veterans. Even though MSK's got the hot streak right now and everybody's pulling for them, I really think the Grizzled Young Veterans are going to pull this one out for the W. So let's move on into some women's matches for the night. You've got a triple threat for the women's NXT Championship, and it's supposed to be Io Shirai versus Mercedes Martinez versus Toni Storm. Now, of course, in the beginning, you had the perfect storm with Io Shirai and Mercedes Martinez, but adding in Toni Storm has made it even more chaotic and it gives you a little bit more oomph. And I really like that because Io Shirai hasn't had the best ride in terms of her championship. So it's going to be an interesting thing to watch to see how this plays out. For the women's side of the Dusty Rhodes Classic, you have Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon going up against Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. This match will solidify who is next in line to compete for a future opportunity at the tag team titles. Now, one would probably say that they would immediately give this W to Dakota and Raquel. I don't think so. I think Shotzi and Ember are going to pull this out and for the win. I really don't like the pairing of Dakota and Raquel. The Raquel does all the lifting in this particular match. Dakota kind of just coasts along. And even though a lot of people are Team Kick, and I'm not dead set against that, Dakota's not one of my favorite people. I'm just going to go for Shotzi and Ember because I feel like it's their time. And I think this would work out in their favor. They could have very well let Dakota and Raquel go, put over Casey and Kaden and let those two crews battle it out. But they went this route, and I'm still not understanding why, but it is what it is. Raquel and Dakota are in the finals, as are Shotzi and Ember. My choice is Shotzi and Ember to win this Sunday at Vengeance. I just said that, babe. I literally just said that. Like, I just said that. Is it burning? Is that chili burning? It smells like it's burning, babe. You might want to go turn it off. I'm serious. All right. So moving on to the final match of the night. It's gonna be Pete Dunne versus Finn Balor for the NXT Championship. I don't see Balor dropping this title to Pete. But it's gonna be a good battle between the two of them anyway. Let me see some of y'all comments. Make sure I get all of y'all comments in here. So NXT was as good as it should be. It was, considering the monster roster they have. Let me go to her second comment. You would have to be brain dead to mess it up. I like Kushida. Hi, Kenny. I love Kushida. I think Kushida's great. How many otter? I don't know how many people in here. I don't know how many people from my council are in here. I call them the council. They don't like the otters too much, so I'm gonna have to call y'all my council. He had a broken arm and acted like he couldn't walk, and that shit was ridiculously stupid. I don't mind MSK winning, but I hope it's gonna be a great match. It's gonna be great. I promise you that. I don't see it not being great. You picking EO in that match against the triple threat. Honestly, it could go either way. I'd be fine if anybody drops that title, if EO dropped the title. I don't think EO will though, but I'd be fine if she dropped the title. Booty Juice dude was with that's with Gargantuan is annoying as fuck. I stopped watching NXT because he was getting on my nerves. Booty Juice dude. EO has won the title twice or just the one time. She's had it just once. She's just held it for a very long time. Not Booty Juice dude. I mean, Noodle and Bowl losing. Noodle and Bowl losing the Empress Shaker winning. I cannot. Shotzi needs to be on the main brand. Hi, Tirza. Hello. Honestly, I love Shaker, but I think that's a compliment. I don't know how to request to join. Hold on, I put the link back in here again. So give me 1 second. NXT has good pay per views, so I watch this one. They really do. They have great pay per views. I think it's gonna be an amazing pay per view. It's fun. So we got all of the pay per views out the way. Impact has a pay per view this weekend as well on Saturday. If you care to watch it, it is going to be um definitely there. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Oh boy. Everybody's drunk in my group chat. That's nice. Anywhoosies. So this past NXT was hilarious. Cameron Grimes was on NXT tripping hard. Apparently, hello Quan, how are you? Apparently he got rich off of big off of Dogecoin and GameStop stock. So now he's just uber rich and running around acting a complete jackass. He's 10 times worse than what he was. It was hilarious to a lot of people, but I don't like Cameron Grimes, so it didn't matter to me. Zia Lee had her match on NXT this week, and she obviously did what she was supposed to, which was destroy. And Casey and Caden came out and was trying to figure out what's going on with Xia Li and ended up getting demolished because of it. Despite the fact that Tien Sha was about to take Boa lead, just take Boa out, honey. Woo, child. It was a whole lot of. But all in all, NXT was a great show. I loved NXT. It was so much fun to watch. Gargano spot with Kushida and Dexter Loomis was hilarious. I love that. But I want to get into AEW because I actually watched AEW and I enjoyed AEW, which is strange to say, but it's true. I don't know how this is going to sound, but I think stables on the main roster are a dying breed. The last good stable was the Shield before they broke up, and the Wyatt family. Retribution is trash, and Ali. She said Ali be sounding like a whitey bitch. For what I seen yesterday and last week from UE, fucking great. I cannot. Oh, there go Tears with her FAW shit. Casey and Kaden were in my feed in lingerie. I was slightly shook at his lingerie. Oh, all right. Except Sunny Kiss. Well, they had a unique match card, if I'm gonna say, anything. For the most part, the most interesting aspect of AEW show was the breakdown, or the beginning of the breakdown, of the inner circle. I will give credit where credit is due. For the most part, when it comes to AEW, they have a tendency to be extremely sporadic and oddly weird when it comes to their storylines and how it's displayed. But I found that yesterday they were able to maintain the information, they were able to maintain the show as it was, and they weren't trying to one up each other or do something strange. And they weren't doing all of that. They really were focused on the storylines and the matches, and that's what mattered. That's what made the show flow nicely, and it was interesting to watch. Um, I watched the first match. The first match was all right. It wasn't something like, spectacular, but it was an okay match. It was Darby Allin versus Joey Janela, and it went okay. How I'm gonna let you in? Hold on a second. You click the link and then you can come into the chat. I'm trying to get AEW out the way first because I'm clearly you're not an AEW fan. So I'm gonna get that out the way first. Um, okay, so AEW had Joey Janela and Darby Allin. Darby Allin was able to win that match. They moved into the match. Wasn't it the match with Cody Rhodes and his tag team partner?
I believe so.
Cody Rhodes had a tag team partner. I'm sorry if I forgot his name. My apologies. But he had a tag team partner, and they were going up against some other two people that I really don't know. And most of these guys wrestle more specifically on AEW Dark. At least I rarely remember seeing anybody else in there. So don't I don't remember who these guys are, but I do remember that the match was okay. It wasn't great. It did showcase the other guy, so it was okay. Um, and then after that, they had the situation with uh the inner circle. So they had MJF pretty much going in there and having a conversation with Sammy Guevara, and Sammy pretty much accuses MJF of trying to break up the inner circle. And that snowballed into Sammy Guevara actually leaving the inner circle and quitting because of MJF. Um, I'm gonna let you in while Sweetie Tap In was on my TV just now. Oh wow. After that, they had a match with the women, which was Thunder Rosa. It was the first round to the tournament, but they only had one match, which I thought was weird. I felt like they could have had two women's matches for that tournament. They then moved on to another match, which out of right now I cannot remember what the match was. Oh, it was MJF and Chris Jericho going up against the Acclaimed. They had that match. They ended up winning that match. Did they win that match against the Acclaimed?
Whoa.
Jericho and MJF? Didn't they win?
Yeah, because Jericho got the win. He got the pin. He hit old boy with my rank.
That Judas effect. He hit him with the Judas effect. Okay. So he won that match, and then they ended up going, and that's when Sammy decided he was quitting the inner circle. He was like, I'm leaving. I don't want to be a part of this. He's out. So now you have the inner circle slowly crumbling. Then after that, they had the match with Moxley, Kenta, Kenny Omega, and Lance Archer. Which that match was okay. It wasn't great. It was okay. It was a lot going on in that match. But for the most part, I was entertained with AEW. It wasn't terrible. It was okay. All I asked is for it to have some cohesiveness, and it did. So that in that regard, it was an okay show. I liked NXT too. It was great. I was thoroughly entertained with Wednesday nights wrestling, and it truly renewed my faith in what wrestling could be and should be. Okay. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys for wrestling. So I'm gonna let some people in, and I'm gonna put you guys' comments up here. So hold on a second. Here's it in, and I'll put Joey in. Oakley Doakley. Honey, this is a gosh darn.
Oh, I'm in? Oh, wait a minute. I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention. Hi. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know how
Like,
this
wait, I'm
works.
here. I
I don't
didn't
know how
know I
this
was in
works.
here.
I don't know. I don't know how this works. So excuse
It's
my
similar
hair
to
is a mess.
Instagram. It's just
My face
not.
is a mess.
It's just not as. I guess you could say it's a little bit more controlled than
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay. But a
Let's say that.
ding dong.
She went and got a
Hello.
ding dong shirt.
Hello.
Okay, that's a whole mess.
That ding dong shit is hysterical.
Oh,
Every time
Janae's
she
here
does it, I
reporting live from her
die.
closet. Why
Every
are
time
you
she
in
does
your
it, I
closet?
die
I
laugh.
don't understand that.
Oh, hi, Janae. Excuse me.
Or is everybody that I know drunk? I
I
feel like
am.
everybody that I
I think
know is drinking alcohol today.
this is like, I believe, my fourth cup.
Oh,
What exactly?
probably wine.
Maybe my fifth. I'm a wine person. So
Yes, wine.
I don't do the hard liquors anymore. I'm too old for that. But
She's too old.
I'm too old for that, and I'm a lightweight. So like I don't hold my liquor very well.
Well,
And all my 20s, I used to drink like vodka and whiskey sours and like all that stuff. I used to get trashed.
Oh,
And
word.
like trashed.
That's a mess.
And then the last time I had a dark was probably, oh my god, it's been like, oh my god, it's been like maybe years. I had a whiskey sour at like a bar, and I don't know if it was the whiskey or the sour mix, but it just
It
made
messed you
me
up,
so
huh?
sick. And I was just like, yeah, I can't stomach these like I used to. So I'm a wine I'm a wine and champagne gal.
It's bougie as all get out.
Yeah,
I
but
can't.
this is
I can't
wine.
stomach
This
the
is
brown
wine.
liquor anymore.
I
Like my
can't. I can't. And then the browns make me do like some naughty things.
oh
So I try to stay
god.
away from alcohol in general, but like the brown liquor, I'm like, ooh, I am a thought in these streets. But
Wow.
anyway, yeah. So I am a little buzzed at the current moment, but that's okay. It's Thursday night. Why not?
Per the usual.
Why not? Um, first, a congratulations to Mia Yim and Keith Lee.
Yes,
Love is
me
a
and him
beautiful
is
thing.
engaged. They're getting ready to get married.
Love is a beautiful
Congratulations
thing.
to them. I put the
Um,
picture in here so y'all can see.
oh, oh, look at them.
let me get her out of
How
retribution.
cute. Oh,
I wish they would take her out of retribution, but you know.
same. What else I wanted to talk about? Oh my God. Oh, I really enjoyed AEW. I thought it was so good this week. No. Oh my God,
NXT.
NXT. What the hell?
I want to say NXT. I'm about to say I know damn
Wait a
well
minute.
that your black ass was
Wait
not
a
watching
minute.
no damn AEW.
Hell no.
See how she is? You see
You
how
couldn't
she
pay
is?
me. You couldn't pay me. Hell no.
Y'all should have been mad because his ass wasn't on TV. She would have been cussing them out.
Right.
She would have been
Um,
cussing them out.
I am excited about the pay-per-view Sunday. I think it's going to be really good. It's a really stacked card.
Yeah, it is.
I'm looking forward to, of course, the women, but I am looking forward to Finn Balor and Pete Dunne. That is going. Ooh, that's going to be
Yeah, it is.
good.
It's
Ooh, that's going to
always
be
going to
good.
be. I feel like Finn Balor just has really good matches,
Mm-hmm.
but he doesn't have like a lot of like his second championship. His feuds weren't that great, and I'm just like, I love Finn, and I want to see him, but I kind of like the old Finn. Where's my Demon Balor at?
Actually, I feel like this title reign, I feel like is better than his first one. And
Really?
yeah, and I say that because the last couple of pay-per-views, he's been on a whole nother level. Like his matches with oh my god, what's his name?
Kyle O'Reilly.
Yeah, those matches, that's some of his best work in years, in my opinion. And I think it was a really good choice for him to go back down there, because I feel like he's finally found his footing down there, and he is having some awesome matches, and I am looking forward to him and Pete Dunne.
His matches aren't a problem for me.
So
I don't doubt that he's
Ooh.
gonna have good matches. Like, he's had great matches since he came back. Like,
Yes.
he wrestled Pete early on when he first came back.
Yeah.
When they had, I think it was a War Games that they had, and then he wrestled Gargano. They had a
Yes.
great match.
Yeah.
Like, he always had great matches. His feud with Gargano was a little bit better than what I'm seeing. It's not the matches.
Okay.
It's not the matches. Like, everybody's matches are great. I think more specifically, this
My hair is a
particular
mess.
title run is
Oof.
like, it's made for him to elevate the other guys there. So like no shade to Kyle O'Reilly, but he was a tag team competitor. So nobody was like checking for O'Reilly as a singles competitor unless you like really were aware of what he was capable of and what he could do. Most people
Okay.
was just like, okay, O'Reilly's a part of Undisputed Era. We know he's dope. But O'Reilly was able to rise to the occasion because he
Yes.
went up against Balor. So
Yes.
that part, that's
And
what
he
I
broke
think.
his jaw.
Right.
How about that? You
Like,
know?
he's dope. Like, you can't deny
Yeah.
that. But I don't know. I miss the pageantry side of Balor. I just do.
I feel like he maybe feels like he tried that on the main. I feel like he thinks he tried that, and it got stale pretty fast. And I
That
feel
was
like
WWE fault.
or maybe he didn't do it enough to where people can be like, oh wow, Demons here, because he did it all the time in the first time. So I don't know. I just think maybe he wants to like to be different or do something different. I don't mind that. But um I'm looking forward to Sunday, and I think him and Pete are going to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, it's gonna
And
be
I'm
a
looking
very
forward to
stiff
it.
match
I'm
between them.
looking
It's gonna be
forward
extremely
to
stiff.
it. But on another note, I am excited that the Messiah is coming back tomorrow night.
Oh my god.
I am so excited.
It's always,
I'm so
like,
excited.
I want to see what they're gonna do with him.
Papa Rollins is back, and I'm here for it. Like, I'm so excited.
Bro,
He's a dad. Papa
I am
Rollins.
not gonna call him Papa Rollins.
He's a dad. So
I don't
here for
care.
it.
I only got one daddy, and he
Girl,
ain't
bye.
it. He ain't it. I'm not doing it.
Actually, two. You have two of them.
What?
Your husband is the second one. Ooh. I'm sorry, Jared, that she said that. I'm sorry. And hi, by the way. I can't. Girl. But yeah, I don't know what they are going to do. My a friend of mine and I were talking like last week, because he's a big fan as well, and he was saying how like he wants to see a feud with either him and Roman or him and Big E, which I feel like I wouldn't be mad at neither of those.
No.
But I think him and Big E, if it's booked correctly, could be amazing.
Yeah, it'll definitely give Big E some a solid boost that he needs. It's not that Big E can't be a singles competitor. That's
Right.
obvious. But
Ow.
he has to have the opportunity to be a singles competitor.
I think
And
Big E, he needs somebody who who is going to take him to the next level. Although the match he had on Friday with Sammy and Apollo was way better than I thought.
yeah,
He needs somebody who is going to take him to that next level, and I think the Messiah is the guy. If it's booked right.
yeah, I
If it's
don't
booked
actually
right.
know mind that at all. Only problem I have is if you put Seth with Big
Oh, she's
E,
strong. Whew.
who's gonna go up against Roman? I mean, unless
That
they
makes
decide to put.
Daniel Bryan.
Oh God, why? Daniel just got done being champion.
Daniel
Literally
Bryan.
a couple. What was it? A couple years ago, when Kofi became champion, he was champion.
But I say Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan is on his way out, right? And when he was on Talking Smack a couple of weeks ago, he alluded to like I want to be the one to face Roman, and I feel like again, if it's booked correctly, he could be the guy.
So then
And
you do what with
I'm not
Edge?
mad
You
at
put
that.
Edge. You put Edge with
With Drew
Drew.
McIntyre, yes,
I
yeah,
don't know.
because Drew can beat him and Roman can beat him too, technically. But I feel like I don't know, I don't know him and Roman. I don't
I think Roman and
know.
Edge would be epic.
It would be, and I thought that at first. And the only reason I'm skeptical now is seeing how he was so winded and beat up and like out of shape. I don't want him to get out there
You
and
mean like
not.
Monday? What?
I
When
don't.
are you talking about? Like at the Royal Rumble? Because I
Both,
mean,
both, both. I don't
at
want
the
him to get
Rumble,
out.
he was in that match for an hour.
But see, that's the thing. Like I don't want. But he's not a spring chicken either, and like I don't want him to be the one to get in that match and have an Undertaker moment. Like I don't want that. And I feel like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Like Wednesday, like last night when Champa was wrestling, like he took a really bad bump and he was out for half that match. And it scared me because he was not moving and he was holding his neck. And I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. So that's my only thing. And maybe
Thank
I'm
you.
wrong, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Um, as far as Champa goes, I can understand your fear with Champa.
Ooh, my hand.
With the Edge, I don't see why he wouldn't be able to work with Roman. Roman would be outside of kayfabe, just going by strictly how they work and how he would work with him. I don't see how it wouldn't work out. I see that match being as solid as it can, even if somehow Edge got gas, Roman would still find a way to make him look good in that match.
I
So
hope so.
I'm not worried about that part about it. I'm not worried about that. I know either man he chooses, the match is going to be fine.
Yes.
So I'm not concerned about that.
I
What
think
I like
oh,
is
sorry.
Roman right now is like your super heel. He's your massive guy.
Yeah.
So like you got a face like Edge coming in. I would put him immediately with Roman. First of all, more specifically to solidify Roman as the top guy heel to go up against somebody like Edge. That's legendary for Roman's legacy, period.
Yeah.
Though it would work for Drew, I know that it would work out in Drew's favor. I don't know. I feel like even with Drew having that battle back and forth with him, with the way they set it up on Raw, when he won, when Edge won, I'm skeptical of how that story would work, how
Yeah.
it would fit together. You can clearly see what would happen with Roman. It's very visible with that. I'm just curious as to how they would work that out with Drew,
Yeah.
what they would do, or how they would have each person working in this particular match.
Yeah.
I'm also, and I'm like, well, he could very well still choose Finn Balor to go up against, because Balor doesn't necessarily have to drop the title to Cross yet. They could still have Cross going around to fight other people and then go up against Balor. He could still do that. And
Yeah.
it wouldn't be a bad match there either. So he has his options.
I just think
I think he go up against Roman.
I'm such a fan, and I think seeing him in that way, one, I always think about like, oh my God, he was forced to retire, and two, seeing him at times certain bumps, like it makes me nervous. Same to Daniel Bryan. It's a nervous thing that
Yeah.
that I feel. So seeing him fight on Monday, and it could be because he was in the Rumble for forever.
I actually would
just
like Murphy
sore
versus
and
Big
tired.
E.
But I was just like, oh my God, Edge, man.
That was a mistake. I don't
I
think
was
they
like,
should have had
oh my
Edge
God.
wrestle Monday after the Rumble. That
I
was
agree.
out of pocket. He had wrestled for an hour. He should not have been
Or
wrestling.
longer. Yeah.
He should not have been wrestling then again Monday for another 10 minutes.
Yeah.
No, like he was
Yeah.
completely gassed
Yeah.
that Monday.
And
You were
beat
just like,
up.
oh hell no.
And beat up.
Yeah. So no, I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay,
I
so
most definitely wouldn't do that.
if he does pick Roman, who should face Drew McIntyre now?
I still would put
Because
him
I
up
don't know.
against Sheamus.
Okay.
He would go up against
At
Sheamus
Mania?
for sure. Yeah.
At Mania.
You
Okay.
haven't seen Sheamus in an entitled picture like that in years.
Okay. So,
And they already have the personal relationship. It's already there. It's already built. You don't have to have Drew necessarily defend at Fastlane. He's already going to defend that in Elimination Chamber.
let me ask this then. Is Sheamus going to win the chamber, or is Drew going to win the chamber and then just have them fight again at Mania?
I'd rather Drew maintain at the chamber.
Right.
Keep the title on Drew at the chamber, and then if you're gonna make him drop it at Mania. Because at this point, Drew's had been he's a two-time champion within the same year.
Yeah.
So you have him as champion. He dropped it back to Randy Orton for whatever reason.
That was stupid as hell.
And then they gave it back to him. So like he's already got the two-time champion. He's gone through the whole roster at this point. And if he beats everybody in the chamber, it's already set in stone that Drew's already solidified his championship legacy. Yeah. Now, if he goes to Mania and he loses to Sheamus, there's no shame in that. Like,
yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't want him to Sheamus. I'm gonna be honest, I don't. And I think if they fight, I think he'll keep a big, only because I feel like they want Drew to have his Mania moment. But
because he didn't get it. Because they kind of didn't have the opportunity to get it.
Lose. And then if he does, the Miz will cash in.
I hate that.
Same. I can't stand it.
I'd rather Sheamus win the title and Miz cash in on him. I'd rather that be the case than for you to have him win only to drop it to me. No,
Yeah.
not after Drew then carried the company on his back for a
Correct.
solid year.
Correct.
Absolutely not.
Correct.
Drew and Sheamus would be amazing for Mania. Sheamus could say that he has been in title hunt since 2015, which is true. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's already at that point where you got an easy way to get him a solid competitor to roll up against. You don't have to make them wrestle each other. They can have it so that it's volatile. Make them wrestle other people and they
Yeah.
interfere in their matches, and then they have to keep them apart. So they
And the
sign
Miz
the contract.
is gonna cash in
Right.
because he
Like
said he was going to.
it's
Like a
foolish.
dummy.
Not your whole Monte.
Oh, not the
Okay? Not the whole thing. No.
when I tell you I have never laughed so hard in my life, when I
That is such a mess.
I can't take it.
Her and that whole shit was just
But
just
but
so
how
stupid.
does one, was it the hole for real? Or
No,
like
I think
the
that it was all
tailbone?
kayfabe, and she was just like,
Or like no, because if you look at it, she like props down, right? And the
yeah.
she says is like my spine. So I'm
You
thinking
think
she
that it
broke
was?
her tailbone.
Oh, how she hit the corner of it, like when you hit the corner,
I
and
think
she
she
doing
broke
the
her
leg
tailbone.
drop. So I do think that when she
It might have
dropped,
been bruised.
when she dropped and she hit the corner, you know,
I
all
I
up
I
in all
Well,
I
up
think
that
inside.
she had
whole
her
match is
tailbone.
cut out from Hulu. Like when you
It
watch
is.
the replay,
Yeah,
you can't see
It
it.
is.
They cut that whole
It
match
is.
out, and they said they cut it because she screamed her butthole
yeah.
That
because
was
it's
funny.
PG. And
That
I'm like, what?
Right. And
I
she
do
didn't
believe
mean to
when she
probably,
leg
but
dropped,
girl, it
her
was
ass
funny.
hit the edge of that ring, and
And she didn't mean to say it, I'm sure. But
Oh wow!
it was funny.
The
Oh
fact that
man.
Sheamus has
And
been champ since Triple
they
H was
was
backing him—that's wild.
well
Not
for
really.
for me, I don't see Sheamus, and this is wrong. And if there are Sheamus fans in here, I'm sorry, but for me, I don't care that he hasn't been in the title picture.
Ooh.
Like I don't,
Oh,
I don't like.
Jim said, "No,
You know what I
ma'am, don't
mean?
give a damn."
Like I don't care. You know what I mean?
I do. I like Sheamus.
I
I
I,
like Sheamus. I
I don't care either way.
like Sheamus a
I
lot. And I think that I think he's a great heel. He's always been somebody that you can love to hate, and he makes it very easy to do so. So I like Sheamus, and I think
just like Cesaro.
yeah,
Like people like, oh, Cesaro and get his just due because he's this, and I'm
no,
like, I
I
don't
don't.
see
I
it.
disagree about Cesaro.
I don't see it.
A
Like,
lot of
am I
people
missing something?
want Cesaro to be the one to win the Royal Rumble,
Yeah, no.
and I'm like, you want Cesaro to headline rest.
WrestleMania
I'm
for
like, can Cesaro
yeah,
wrestle? Yes, he's great. I don't
yeah.
take anything from Cesaro, but he's not going to lend anything to the storyline unless he changes up some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how that's going to happen. You're talking about a guy who, like, at the most part, and I would hate to say this, if he goes up against Roman, let's say he won the Royal Rumble and he was deciding who he would choose, Roman would eat his ass alive. There's no way that
Yeah,
would it just wouldn't. And then Drew's personality would completely outshine Cesaro. He just
yeah.
he just wouldn't fit. And then you put him up against Balor. I mean, at best you would just get another great match. You
I
wouldn't have
know that. I know that Corey Graves is a huge fan of his, and he always like advocates for him. And
Joey can come
the,
in. He doesn't have
I
to sit there
think
with his mic off. He can
the thing that's missing with Cesaro for me is that like sharp quality. Like he has to have that extra something for people to be like invested, and I don't see
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't see it. Like I
I
don't.
love Sheamus, but he's a part of the group of people where it's 50-50. They've been champion before, they have caliber, but you really don't care whether or not he's champ or
Correct.
mid champ.
Correct.
That is very accurate, and that is exactly where I am when it comes to Cesaro.
Yep.
Can y'all hear me? No, your microphone's off, dude. So let me unmute your microphone.
Who's
You're
Joey?
muted. That's why we can't hear you. You have to unmute yourself.
Do I know?
'Cause
Do I know Joey?
I don't know.
Okay. But hi, Joey.
You
If
have
you
to
can hear
unmute
me.
yourself, dude, because I can't unmute you. I've tried. It says that the guest has themselves muted. So you have to unmute yourself so you can talk.
But I also wanted to talk about, and this is like, I'm sure, beating a dead horse at this
Intangible Tirza.
point. Um,
Okay.
I'm sure it's like beating a dead horse at this point. But I did message Sonny
Hmm.
because I know he is friends with Kira, and I
Oh, God.
and I asked him, "Is there something going on with your friend?" And if
What did he say?
and he hasn't responded back yet. Bitch is fine. He's busy. I get it.
Yeah.
Um, and I know it's like I commend Sasha first of all for like having the ability to not care and to not respond. I
Right.
like, but I feel like there's one thing to come after me and say things about me, but you cross a line when you talk about my husband,
Yeah.
my family,
Yeah.
my mental illness. That's a problem for me. And I'm not the I'm not the biggest Sasha fan, but I'm a fan of hers. And I
Yeah.
just feel like I don't understand where the animosity is, where it's coming from, why
Hello.
she's saying it.
There we
Um,
go.
and I just feel like I asked Sunny flat out, like, what is going on with your friend? And if she's having a problem, then she needs to handle that and deal with that. Um, I just felt it was just so below the belt to say things about her brother who was autistic.
I
Like
didn't
to
know she
go
did all
there,
that.
yes, yes. To actually go there is the problem for me.
I did not know that.
Yes, 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 yes. And the fact that this girl was like backing her up, it's like, yep, oh, yes, girl, and she,
You talking about Tasha Steeles?
yeah,
Yeah.
like really,
I don't. I don't know what
really,
what's going on, or what they deal is.
I don't know either. I used to
But
get
at this point,
bullied by
to
girls
me, it
like that
just
in
don't.
school,
It don't
and I'm like,
correlate.
this triggers them. I don't like it. I don't like
It
it.
Hello?
don't correlate to me because I feel like y'all don't run in the same circles.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all not friends. So what's tea? Like, what is the problem? Are you? Hold on a second, because this
Yeah.
thing gonna cut off on me. I'm like, are you mad?
Is Joey in here yet?
Yeah, he's there, but I think he's having issues with his microphone. I don't know what's going on with the mic, but you got to
Hello,
unmute
y'all. Can
yourself,
you hear me
dude.
now?
I can't do it. Yeah, yeah,
Did this Joey?
yeah. That's Joey.
Oh hi Joey.
Hey.
Hold on a second.
What the heck? What the hell am I watching? Like, what is this? Oh, damn that tune. Duh. Hello. It says it right there. Um. Ow, my hand. Ow, my hand. Ow, my hand. Okay. There we go. My hand hurts. Is Joey still in here? Okay. Is Tiffany still in here?
Hello.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
I'm out of wine. I can't even see the comments yet. I don't know how to do this in here. It's so weird. Oh, here are the comments. That girl is gonna fuck up her career with this foolishness. I agree with that. Um, yeah, I agree with that. And I'm out of wine, by the way. I need to refill this cup. But anyway, I hope everybody is doing well and having a really good week so far. What is everyone's plans for Valentine's Day? I'm drinking I'm a white girl when it comes to wine, and I like sweet wines. But what is everyone's plans for Valentine's Day? While she's out, I'm going to refill my wine glass. So just hold on a second, you guys. I hope she's okay. Um, oh,
Hey, shit. My bad, y'all.
that's okay. Refill.
She went out the way. I'm surprised it stayed up, hell. Hold on a second.
Refill. Like that song.
Let me
Can I get
see.
a refill?
Because some of these comments I missed. Okay. There we go. There we go.
I was trying to hold it down while you left. I was just asking about people's Valentine's Day plans.
I appreciate it. You know, I understand Sasha to wonder about Kira's ethics, and that's a word right now.
It's
They
just
all
I feel.
said
Oh, sorry.
all that for what? That is disgusting. Yeah. That girl is gonna fuck her career up with this foolishness. This is just trash ass. Kira's just a trash ass person. You know how whack you gotta be to stoop so low to talk about someone's family and a person's mental.
It's
I did
just
not know she spoke about her autistic brother
yes.
because I only got clips of the live, and when I got ready to see it, it was already over and done with. But
My thing is.
yes, he is.
My thing is, and Sasha's brother is like her everything. Like she took care of him,
Oh gosh.
and I just feel like it's in a way I feel bad for Kira, but it's like I can't feel bad for someone who says such horrible things about people. One, two, um, she's such a pretty girl, but it's her attitude that makes her ugly, and that's very sad. And three, it's like I'm the type of person I don't care what you say about me because if you can't say it to my face, then it's irrelevant. But like the minute the minute that someone speaks about my man or family, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
And that's on period.
Oh, she's ready. We
I don't play
ready.
those games. Like I don't play. I don't. I don't play those games. So Sasha is better than me because that was the case. I would have been knocking on her door like what's up? What's up? And she got her ass whooped. Period.
Hello.
Hello.
She
Child.
got me fucked up. Like
I
that
did
is
not
just so
know.
low. Like that is so down low and dirty and just like, what is the reason? Like, what's the reason?
She don't have one. I'm
Like,
convinced she
what
don't
is
have
the
one.
reason?
So it didn't burn anymore. Okay.
But anyway, I asked him and he didn't respond yet. So if he does, I'll let y'all know.
That's a whole mess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that, and at this point, I wasn't even trying to be mean. I just was like, you got a whole thing going on in Impact. You champion
Barely.
with Tasha Steele. Like y'all should be focusing on y'all championships instead
And what
of
they should be focusing on is making history. Like, to my knowledge, they're the first Black girls to be champion, right?
yeah.
So focus on that.
I don't understand why it's such a big issue with her. Like I said, she's done this before, going after certain superstars. She did
Ember
it to
Moon.
Ember.
Yep.
She did to Ember. I didn't understand the correlation with that. She was like talking about how, Ember was stealing her girl on fire gimmick. And I was like, when I remember seeing Ember, she was the war goddess. And the only thing that she had was that moon in the back, and she came out and her hair was fiery red, if you want to call it that. It was just the colors of fire. I never correlated it to her being no war goddess, or
Right.
I mean her being no girl on fire. I just didn't do that because I didn't see that.
Right. And if you want to be technical, I've had every hair color under the sun. Okay? Every single one. So
Richard, I don't know how you got here, baby. I don't know.
People
I have no
are
idea.
territorial because of hair colors now. Like, is that a thing?
I guess.
That girl.
Naomi just posted you on Instagram.
Yes.
That video he made is fire. I ain't even gonna front. When I put
That's
it in my
girl.
The briefing I gotta put up on my YouTube.
Naomi is my girl. That's my girl. That's my sis.
It's hilarious.
That's my girl. That's my girl.
That's what's
now,
up.
if she come for Naomi, then we really got a problem.
Oh, you know she's not gonna do that. She knows better.
What? Mm-mm.
She knows better.
I just don't get it, and maybe I'm not supposed to get it.
I don't think you're supposed to get it either. I think it is what it is.
Right. But we gonna pray for her.
Yeah, okay.
I guess.
I'm not doing
Maybe
that.
not. I tried to be nice. I tried to put a button on that, but I guess
I'm not praying for nobody's foolishness. Nope.
Anyway, this isn't wrestling related, but did anyone see the Britney Spears documentary?
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh wow. It's heartbreaking. It's sad, and it's very it's jarring. And I've been a fan of hers since the beginning. So to see her, how she started and to where she is it's pretty sad. And for her to be almost 40 and don't have control over her own life is pretty sad. So if there are Britney fans in here, I would recommend that people watch it. And it just made me realize and see the pressures that they put on these women. Like it's so sad. It's such a weird double standard. And looking back on it now, seeing just the the questions that people would ask her as a teenager about her sexuality, her virginity, um, telling her that she's a bad influence for girls. And I was just like, that type of pressure and that type of of scrutiny will break anybody. And seeing just how people took advantage of, it's just sad. It's sad, and it's very it's a conversation that needs to be had about the amount of pressure that is put on women. Um, but yeah, just a side note, if people are interested, I would watch it. It's pretty good.
I haven't watched the doc, but
It's
I've
pretty
been
good.
knowing Britney Spears been under a lot of scrutiny. She's always gone under scrutiny, which is why she probably is where she's at mentally now, because
Yes,
people have been using her to put themselves on, in a better position.
right. And someone
Yeah.
made a good point. She's been doing this technically since she was a child, and she came
Yeah.
from very humble beginnings, like very humble, and she had no money. So when she started to book jobs, she was now put in a position to where she was the provider for her family, and that responsibility shouldn't be on a child. And once she got to where she was and became a megastar, that intensified. Like everybody wanted a piece of this girl in some way. And it's sad because they don't care. They don't care that you're sad or tired or sick. They suck it up, put this on, and go out there. And she was doing that for years and years and years. And it's sad. It's really sad. Um
That's very
but
messed
yeah,
up.
just a side note, if people haven't seen it, I it's called Framing Britney Spears, and it's on Hulu.
Yeah. I started up there yesterday. I hate those kinds of documentaries. They make me mad.
i'm
Well, I'm gonna watch it.
I'm a documentary connoisseur. I love things like that. And it's of people that I like. And I've been a Britney fan since '98. So I was intrigued. And I think Britney, I follow her on Instagram, and she isn't well.
Nope.
If you look at her, she always looks very disheveled and
Wide eyed,
right. And
liners always on.
right,
She's always got it's always either a couple days old or she just woke up and put on eyeliner.
right.
It's really weird.
Yes. And the dancing is weird, and it's really sad. Like she's not well. And was what was jarring to me was when she went through that breakdown, they placed her father in charge of her finances, and her father wasn't a part of her life until that point. And that was sketchy to me. And I was like, where was her mother or sister or brother?
They say now that Jamie Lynn is temporarily the executive of her estate.
I just I just hope she gets I just hope that she gets the freedom that she wants and deserves, because she's been under that for 12 years. And a conservatorship is placed for people who are sick and like near death, basically, and can't make their own choices. And Brittany has been working and working and working for years, so she is capable of some things.
If you put that Instagram in front of a judge and they don't give
That's
her
what
the
I'm saying.
psychiatrist, the judge gonna be
Yep.
like, "Oh no, she needs somebody to be over her because she's
Yeah,
crazy." I
because
mean, and that's
she.
not even trying to be funny or call her
No,
names,
it's
but
true though. It's
that's
it's
just how
it's
you're gonna
it's
look at
true. It's true. It's
her. Because you're
true.
looking at her and she's dancing, but her face isn't changing. She's looking dead in the camera. Every time she moves, her eyes don't move, and it's just like, what is going on? Are you alive
Yeah.
in there? Are you there at all? Or then like she'll talk and be in there having a conversation, and she'll be talking to the camera, but she doesn't blink often.
Yeah.
And you're like, what is happening here?
It's
It's
sad.
very sad. I
It's
wonder what
sad.
the results would show. I'm not saying that in a weird way. I'm saying that from a curious science point of view. I don't know. I think
It's
you'd be surprised how many people suffer from brain trauma.
To be
Just falling
quite
down.
honest, I don't think she has a mental problem. I think what happened is she had severe postpartum depression and didn't deal with it. And it just spiraled into this. And I
Mhm.
think they and I think they diagnosed her as being bipolar, which I don't think she is.
Mm.
I really don't think so.
I don't know what she
And I
is.
feel like they are giving her meds that are making her like this. And it's sad. It's
Just
so
to keep her
sad.
medicated so they can
Yeah.
keep on doing what they're doing and
Yep.
making their money.
And
But if she's not cognitive, she can't go out and do like if they when the world opens back up and all the stuff happen, all the stuff starts to die down with this Rona hoe.
Rona ho.
Like I mean, she's not gonna be
Rona
able to
ho.
go out and do the stuff she has set up with Las Vegas in this state. Like she's not gonna be
Supposedly.
able to do her Vegas residency or
Allegedly.
like do a reunion tour and stuff like that if she can't
Allegedly.
maintain that stuff.
They brought that up actually in the documentary, which I found to be very interesting. So when she was going to do her second residency, she was supposed to make this announcement and do a performance, and then after that, speak to the press, right?
Yeah.
So they show her coming up. It's steam, it's Brittany. People are cheering. She looks as if I don't want you to do this, and she walks down the stairs, and then her people and security, they just book her straight out. And they were just like, oh, okay, so she's not gonna perform. Oh, okay, so she's not doing any interviews. She did not want to do it. And then a week after that, it's this like thing, oh, I'm canceling my shows because my father is sick, which was a lie. She refused to do the shows, and because she said I don't want to do this, they put her in a mental hospital against her will.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, that's some bullshit. Like her own father put her in against her will.
He did that to save face because he knew he was gonna have to pay Vegas that money back.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, okay, she's not well, so I need to do something to protect
No,
myself.
but she was though. Like that's the tea.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh wow. She did not want to do it.
Mm-mm.
She did not want to do it. And I was like, wow. So it's saying that she's refusing to work as long as her father's in charge. And I was like,
Mm.
wow. Wow.
Her sister's supposed to be the conservator over her state now. They want, like, the fans have been begging, have been screaming for her to be free from this, conservatorship for a while. They
Years.
say they're
Yeah.
keeping her sedated and messing with her and stuff. And I'm like, that is a lot going on. And I'm like, you look at it like how like Drew Barrymore was when she was a kid
Yeah.
and she got emancipated. I was like, she got away early. That little girl from Modern Family, she got emancipated from her mom. She
Yeah.
got away early. I feel
Yeah.
bad for Brittany because she wasn't able to break free.
Yeah.
But it's strange how they do Brittany like that, but they don't do Jamie Lynn Spears like that. They don't do her sister like that.
Because Britney's a star and she's worth millions of dollars.
I mean, let's put it into
You know?
perspective. If Brittany giving you all types of hell, right? And let's just remove your feelings about the woman and you just going by pure business. You like, look, she too much, she's not complying with what we want. Any sane, evil person is going to groom the next girl to do what they want them to do. And her sister is the closest one.
And I think that's maybe why she got pregnant at 16 because she was like, all the attention is on Britney. So, like, they don't care. They, they don't care what I'm doing.
That sounds about right.
Go
You know
ahead
what I
and pop
mean?
this baby out.
The preview pumps.
Same with Solange. Solange got pregnant at 16 and was forced to get married at 17
Yeah, I don't think they should have did that either. But
to
her
protect her
dad.
sister,
I
though.
don't know how
To
come. I don't
protect
know
her
how come
sister.
she had to get married, but her daddy could go out there and
But to
have a
protect
whole
her
nother
sister.
baby.
That was the whole thing. To It was to protect Beyonce's whole thing.
I don't
Yep.
see how one correlates to the other. I don't get it. Right, right. I don't get it.
I can see if she was a member and she got
But her
pregnant.
dad saw it as that's her sister. And they did a ton of things together. Like Solange was like a dancer for them, etc., etc. And the whole morals and values thing.
Oh, but he ain't upholding
You know
for
what I mean?
himself.
Right.
He got a whole
Exactly.
motherfucking baby, yo.
Right.
I agree.
And it was multiple women he cheated on his wife with.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna tell me it's the morals and values and you got a whole baby and she was a lady of the night, bitch.
Sure was.
I'm just saying. This girl
But
was doing splits in them severe fishnets.
Right.
Yeah. You got a fishnets
but
that
biblically,
you can't catch damn fish in the sea.
and then I think it was the
But
southern thing,
Right.
like she, that she got pregnant at 16, and they were like, "Oh, no. Like, if you're pregnant, you got to get married now."
She
That's
ended
what
up
that
getting
was.
a divorce from him, and now she divorced from her second husband.
Exactly. And there's that.
If Beyonce ain't careful, she gonna be divorcing Jay-Z.
Girl,
He out here doing the most.
I feel like their marriage is a business transaction. I
Oh,
really
Yeah.
do. And like, I feel it's a business transaction. I do.
they got three.
Like, you
Oh,
scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
I think
you got three kids though.
Twins.
You know what I
It's
mean?
gotta be more than business with three kids.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like at this point, I feel like now that it's public knowledge that like he cheated, I think she
Oh,
feels like
Kenny feels that way too.
because how can somebody fully forgive someone who cheats on you? Like, you don't trust that person the same anymore. Like
It
you can't.
depends. I mean, and you look
Hello.
at hey, when you look at a person's life and you've been with them for so long and y'all love each other, I mean, unless he had a full-on relationship with this woman
Yeah.
and they was like planning on to get married and all this other stuff, like it's not easy to forgive somebody who cheats. No.
Yeah.
Is it possible? Yes, it is, because you have to understand that's $1 billion between the two of them. I can tell you right now, me and my husband had $1 billion between us. You motherfucking right, he ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
Sorry. No, we gonna
Exactly.
figure this shit out. I got 3 kids with you
That's
too.
exactly my point. You know what I mean?
Three fucking
And
kids. And then
I
you
just,
got pregnant after you found out about the cheating. So
yeah.
I'm just saying it ain't easy. It's a
And
lot of
I'm a
hard work.
person,
And then even though love is a factor, your whole lifestyle is a factor. I ain't saying she can't live without him because she came here without him. You know what I'm saying? That's possible, but when you done spent almost all of your adult years with a person and
yeah.
your life is wrapped up in this person, you have to weigh all your options. And it's not even that it's cheaper to keep them. It's just I
But
don't
it
want to
is
have to
though.
go through all this dating. No, look at it. You gonna have to go back through the process of dating, find somebody new that ain't trying to use you for clout, that don't want your money, or just the satisfaction of saying they with Beyonce.
Yeah.
That is a lie.
I
So
agree with that. But
I don't blame her for at least trying to keep her family together. I don't.
I don't blame her either. But,
But
and
he out
I'm a
here
vows
doing
person
in
because
that shit.
don't
So
vows say like for better or for worse.
that's what they say.
However,
It depends on how worse.
Right.
that and I just feel like no matter how you love a person, when that happens, you never look at that person the same way.
Oh no.
There's always going to be that thing in the back of your mind like he betrayed our vows. He thought it was worth that. And you can forgive that person, but it'll always be like, damn, he cheated on me.
You gotta be able to forgive, not forget, but
But
also
how do you move on though? Is the
see
question.
that depends on the person.
You
So
know?
if the person is sincere with their apology, if the cheating, because usually cheating has nothing to do with the spouse who is faithful. It's always about the person who is cheating. I
Yeah.
don't care what's going on in your house. If you are too much of a coward to step outside of your home
Right.
instead of like ending your relationship and just saying
Because
this is, oh,
my
that's
thing
probably
is,
Joey's feedback. Instead of just saying, this is over, I can't do this no more, you're a coward in my mind
right.
because you could not be strong enough to say something. If you can't do
I agree
that,
with that.
then you're the problem. You're the reason why this is the way that it is.
Yep.
Okay. So my thing is it possible to get over it? Yes. I sat down. The way I did it was the way I would do it because I haven't had to do it yet. Because I don't
And
believe
you better not,
no marriage is
Jared.
perfect.
Then you better not. Because I'll catch a flight. Okay?
no, no
Like you
marriage
better
is
not.
perfect, and everybody is capable of cheating. If you are put in a compromising position and you don't get yourself out of it, you can get caught up in some shit and end up cheating. Okay, so it is possible. I could cheat. He could cheat. Everybody is possible of cheating. It's not even the
But he
fact
better
that
not.
you
I'm just saying.
you say you better not. It's not that you want to or that you're doing it on purpose. It's just sometimes things happen, situations happen. If
Lies.
that's the case,
I'm
if you sit down with me and you're like, this is what happened. I wasn't in a good space. I messed up. I'm trying to fix it. It's gonna take some time. We're gonna have to be apart. You're gonna have to court me all over again.
I feel that.
Because
I feel
because
that.
you done lost my trust in you. I done lost the reason why I fell in love with you because the person I knew would not do this to me. So you're
Right.
gonna have to prove that that's not who you are anymore, and that's
Right.
gonna take time.
My
So
thing
you
is
have
though,
to
I'm the type of
start
girl,
over.
if you are feeling some type of way, just let me know. Like, just tell me.
I don't know. Some people
That's
rather have
just
their
me.
cake and eat it too.
Like, don't be like all secretive and sneaking and just tell me, like, hey, like, I'm feeling this way. Just tell
Um,
me. Just tell
Ali
me.
Ali U said the size matter. No,
What size? Like
you
penis
know what
size?
size.
Um, it does. Because if it's too big, it hurts. Okay?
It
If it's too big, it hurts.
from them
If
silhouette
it's too
challenges I
small,
see
no
on
thank
Twitter.
you. Okay?
Some of y'all motherfuckers is lying. I think y'all buying prosthetics and putting
Goodbye.
because
Okay,
I
y'all can
see
hear me
some
now.
shit. I see some shit I don't think I'm supposed to see, baby. I'm sorry. I'm
If it's
sorry.
too small, go home. Okay?
Oh, they can't help it.
Sorry. Mm-mm.
They can't help.
Jesus.
Sorry. If it's too small, sayonara. If it's too big, no thanks. Okay? That's just me. Okay?
I need a happy meal.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm over it. Well, we all know the transaction between Kim K ain't worked with.
You know something, speaking of that, and I've noticed if you, because I've watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians up until like a certain point, but because after a while it got like very stale and dry and them hoes, I can't. But at the beginning seasons, whenever Kim was either with like Reggie or like even with
Chris,
Chris Humphries, the way
yeah.
she talked about them was completely different than how she felt and talked about Kanye.
It sounds like she really loved Reggie Bush to me.
Like if you look at it, even when they got engaged he had a baseball field with an orchestra, and she didn't shed a tear.
Nope. She just smiled.
She didn't shed a tear.
No,
I
no.
was like, wait. And
But
the
you
way,
having kids with the man though. This where
wait, no,
I'm
wait, no,
having
wait, no,
an
wait.
issue with.
She even said on an episode, she was like, when I got pregnant with North, it wasn't a guarantee that we were going to stick together. And she said, I told him, I want your sperm because I'm going to have more kids because I want my kids to have the same father. And
That's dead ass
I
wrong.
was like, did she just admit that?
You done had children with somebody
Like,
that
what?
you don't really love or want to be with. And you did it because you already had one child with him and you didn't want to have multiple babies with different fathers.
Yep. That's what she
I mean,
said.
okay, the logic behind it, I understand.
I do too.
Them last two kids, one of them kids, she did use a surrogate for. The last
Both
baby,
of them.
them last two
The
kids, she
last
used
two.
a surrogate for.
Right.
But the surrogate was his sperm and her embryos.
Right.
Hold on. That's a question for AT2 straight. Yeah, it is, because AT2 be on it. All men
So,
with big dicks are cheaters. If you want a man who don't cheat, find someone
but
with
the
a
thing with
regular size
Kim,
dick. That is not true. That is not true. Not at all.
but the thing with Kim and Kanye is
But
that
you-
Kanye has been in love with Kim since 2004.
Yeah, poor
He's
Joey. Poor
been
Joey just sitting in the
Hello,
corner
y'all
like,
can hear
oh,
me
Lord.
now?
Joey. Oh my
You can
gosh.
come in. He's just in the corner.
Joey.
Hello.
Hey,
He's
Joey.
in the corner, like, am I allowed to speak yet?
Of course you are.
Okay, there you go.
I feel so bad. Oh my God. Joey. Why are you laughing, Tiffany?
Because it's funny. Because he's been sitting there.
No, it's not funny. I feel so bad. Don't laugh. Don't laugh, Tiff. Go ahead, Joey.
Sorry.
Joey? Joey? Okay. But you think, Joey? Hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Joey, are you here? She said, what do you think?
What was the topic?
Oh, shit. Kim and Kanye. That's the recent topic.
They talking about Kim and Kanye. She talks about Kanye like she talking to a parent about their child's report card.
Joey? Joey?
Did you want to talk about Kim and Kanye or did you want to talk about wrestling?
It don't matter.
Okay. Well, come on in, girl. Come on.
The floor is yours, honey. Go ahead.
If you don't, me and Tears will take over. I'm gonna mute my microphone so you can talk. Okay.
She should have been like, "Bitch, shut up!" Like, I'm like, okay.
Oh, the microphone got muted again.
Oh no. But what I was saying is that Kanye has been in love with Kim since 2004. And he's always wanted to be with her. And I think she liked him, but not to the extent that he was like in love with her. And my grandmother always said, marry a man who is more in love with you than you are with them, because they'll never leave you.
Well,
and I was like, that's interesting. And so if you look at their dynamic, it's very like it's a business. Like, she uses his last name in her businesses, but didn't gonna take Chris Humphrey's name. Like, if you notice that.
No, she didn't.
And I was like, so it's a business. He got her to a certain point of relevancy, and she's like, I don't need you no more. I'm Kim KW, you know? But
ooh, that's harsh.
But I do think the breaking point is him running for president and him going on that Twitter rant. But he was talking about her mother, about her, about her family, and she feels like he is crazy.
He's always been that way.
And I think she got tired of defending him to people, because there's no justifying his comments anymore. It's just not, you know.
I mean, I'm gonna say my piece and then I'll let Joey come in and say.
Yeah, Joey.
I think it was a business transaction for Kim in the very beginning. I think that at first she was okay. She said, "Okay, I got it. I'm finna unmute. I gotta fix it. I'm finna unmute." Okay. I believe that Kim's relationship with Kanye in the beginning was cute and fun, and then when she felt
she
like
got real.
Yeah, it was too much. That's when she was just like, okay, it's time for me to fall back. I think literally after that Paris robbery, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't believe that she had got robbed. And I felt bad for that because I truly didn't believe
I
that
did
she
feel bad.
got robbed.
I believed it.
I didn't.
I did.
I did not believe it because she's a stunt queen.
Yeah.
She still's a stunt queen.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I know that I'm like, this don't sound, it sounds so outlandish.
Yeah.
But it was true. Like she was literally targeted. And I think the hotel was in on it. I think
And they've been
everybody that
following her
was
for
a part
2
of it was
years.
in on it.
They have
Like,
been following her for 2 years.
and it was
they
I
striked.
think, yeah, like it was everybody was in on it, I think. And it's very sad. And what made things even more complicated is that Kanye comes off like he's not mentally well,
Mm-hmm.
to handle things. And it was just too much.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, Kanye's having a concert. He's going off on Jay-Z about it. Like Jay-Z set the shit up,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
was just ugly.
Yeah.
It was so ugly.
That's
And I'm
true.
just like, you are married to a man who you don't have any control over. And I'm
Yep.
not saying that when you're married, you have to have control. Okay. But y'all got to hear me out. So when you're with someone and you love them and they love you, there's a certain level of which you're able to calm them down. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're with your boyfriend and you feel like, okay, this is about to be a lifelong thing, and he feel that way too. Y'all headed towards engagement. You just waiting on the ring. And this ain't no situation where, he telling you this, but you feel like it ain't gonna happen. This is a situation when y'all mutually agreed, y'all have
Mm-hmm.
talked, and everything is heading towards marriage, right?
Yep.
There's a certain level of control that you will have over your partner.
Yep.
It'll be like you are his muse. You're the one that keeps him grounded.
Yep.
And it's vice versa for you to him and him to you. So it's like she should have been able to say, hey, fuck is you doing? Stop doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a way that she should have been able to combat that, and
Yep.
she couldn't. And I was just asking, like, what are you doing? Where are you? Because he's
Yep.
on Twitter, he's going off, he's tripping. And the only thing that I kept hearing people saying, repeating the same rhetoric, he's a genius, he's a genius, he's a
Yep.
genius.
Yep. Yep.
I'm
Yep.
like, okay, but geniuses can have mental struggles too.
Mm-hmm.
And for y'all to keep pacifying his behavior, it just further proves to
justifying
me
it.
that none of y'all really care about him. Because if you cared, you would be more concerned about the erratic posts and what
Mm-hmm.
he's saying and the detriment that it caused, rather than just saying, well, what he says makes some sense. Like, I lost some respect for Chance the Rapper when he came out and was talking shit, because
Yep.
he was like, well, he's running for president, he's speaking some real shit. I'm like, no, he's not. What
I
he's
lost
doing,
respect for Chance. I lost respect for Chance the Rapper when he said Beyonce is better than Michael Jackson.
ooh.
Whoa.
I I was like, in what universe?
Okay,
Not this one.
here's how I always gauge if you better than Michael Jackson.
No one
If
is. Not
Michael
even
Jackson
Janet.
has passed away and he gone. But I tell you this, if the good Lord decided to pull a Lazarus on Michael Jackson right now,
Man,
he can go to
listen.
Radio City Music Hall and sell out the damn arena.
And Michael Frozen like Walt Disney,
I
and they
mean,
defrost his ass.
if he was, and they talking about doing hologram tours, and people
Mm-mm.
still buy tickets.
Mm-mm. I'll
People
be
was
better
gonna
than
buy
people.
tickets.
Dead ass.
Passing out from hologram. Now here's how I gauge if you better than Michael Jackson. If you got to have a whole makeshift hospital outside your concerts because people keep passing out, and we're not talking about passing out for a second. We talking about almost dying from passing out.
Yep.
You gotta have medical tests.
You gotta have a whole hospital with IVs and shit outside to cater to your fans. Then I say you better than Michael Jackson. When your ass can be over the age of 50 and have a tour called This Is It, this your last tour. You're not gonna go on tour no more. And the tour sell out before they even get all the tickets ready. They sold out of the tickets. Overseas, you couldn't go nowhere. The tickets were sold. They had to refund everybody their stuff when he passed. There's no way. And I'm not shading Beyonce.
I am.
Beyonce, but she
I
ain't
am.
Michael Jackson. I'm just saying. She ain't there yet. You know,
When you sell
I'm probably gonna get a lot of
900,
views in my
when
ass. But y'all just
when you sell over 150 million albums off of one album, then talk to me. Thriller is still the biggest selling album of all time.
and that's facts. That's not even
Period.
trying to be funny. That's facts.
And that's one album.
This is true.
But anyway, I'm just saying.
What was he smoking? I don't know. Chance to see. You gotta understand when
That
you're not. I tend to take it as you have to have some idea of your industry, right? The level of respect for those who come before us is gone when it comes to these new cats coming in. They don't have no respect for the veterans, for the people who walked before them so that they could be in here making millions of dollars. They don't have no respect for that. Like, I just saw a fucking article where it said Lil Uzi Vert said that Jay-Z compared him to Prince. Ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no motherfucking way. Yeah, they ain't even close. First of all, Prince could play almost every instrument that he could pick up. Every instrument.
I had too much wine.
Like, where you come from?
Oh, for the love of Christ.
Is Lil Uzi is Lil Uzi even close to Prince? Not even in the same world.
Not
You
even,
don't even exist.
Lord have mercy.
Artists out that make music, in my personal opinion, that will be in the same vein as Prince to me. That's Janelle Monáe, fucking Miguel.
Well, yeah,
that is it.
Yeah, but they don't write their own shit. And well, Janelle does. Janelle write her own stuff.
Well, she was his prodigy. So,
yeah. So
yes.
I can understand that. You know, and he advocated for her.
Mm-hmm.
So that I get. Miguel got a similar aesthetic to Prince. But he still ain't no Prince either.
But Michael is the pinnacle. Like he will always be the pinnacle. Always.
I was sitting here like, I know you fucking lying. I know damn well that your motherfucking Steven Universe Jim ass is not sitting up here talking about you was compared to Prince. He rolling over in his grave.
Who?
And you sit up here with a damn $20,000 stone in your forehead.
I can't.
24 million where? He ain't even worth. I'm gonna ask Google how much he worth. I can't believe that shit. Where he get it from? Did he borrow?
I don't think that diamond real.
I can't. Some news reporter said he was better than MJ. Look, you can't compare Prince and MJ.
Somebody said, I can't think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh my God.
Sometimes I got confused when Prince and Michael Jackson. I thought they would say how
lies.
How do you
lies
think
they're
the same person? I don't understand. Michael Jackson is a totally different man. Totally different, bro. Uzi Ball is comparable to crack. To crack.
Wow.
Nah. She said he comparable to crackheads.
Superheroes in Philly.
No.
I'm done.
I'm sick of kidding. I'm sick of it. Said that diamond look like them gems off the Jeep, girl.
It sure do.
I'm be quiet.
He got it from Candy Crush.
Joey ain't had a chance to talk, so I'm gonna let you talk, Joey. What you think?
Well, I think that you can not compare Prince to anybody, really.
That's true. Tears go. Tears are bounced out. I have to agree with that.
Because Louis, Lil Uzi Vert with that diamond in his forehead. No,
Yes. Now, do you want to talk about wrestling?
it doesn't matter.
Hold on, let me see what they said in the comments. Say, I'm only 15, excuse me. I wasn't around that long. Jamarius. Let me ask you a question. Do you know the difference between Chris Brown and Trey Songz? If you know the difference between Chris Brown and Trey Songz, then you know the difference between Prince and Michael Jackson. They exist, yes, in the same space, but think of them like planets. Planets do not orbit each other. That's not how this works. But they exist in the same system. You got me? All right. That's all I'm saying. He said, I got him confused back then. Now, I'm just trying to understand how you can get him confused. I really am. Uzi looked like a mummified alien to me. You right. You was right, honey. You was 100% correct.
I'm back. Yay! I got knocked out. I'm sorry, you guys. I had too much wine, so excuse me. But yeah,
Now, I mean, okay, so
what I miss?
nothing. You didn't miss nothing. When
Okay.
you look at somebody sent me a DM about Kara Hogan.
Oh God, again?
Yeah, that video, I posted the video of Kara Hogan right now, currently. Those are the two most popular videos on my YouTube channel. And them comments are ugly. They are like, Sasha don't need to copy Kara Hogan. Kara
This is the
Hogan.
one time, and this maybe too soon, but like this is the one time I would call on K Love because she would have girl.
That is what everybody in the group chat was saying.
K Love had her deactivating her accounts.
Yeah, she did. She did.
But
That's a whole mess right there.
mm-hmm.
I don't have, first of all, I don't have the energy nor the time to be sitting up arguing with somebody about something that they saying online. I may not agree with it, but I'm gonna say my piece and be done with it.
Yeah.
I personally just don't believe her.
And I
Her
think
or
she
Tasha Steele,
wants the attention. Like she wants it.
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be real. I think they're gonna end up dropping those Impact titles to Havoc and Nevaeh over there in Impact.
Mm.
They ain't gonna have the titles no more. I think that was gonna happen from the beginning. They're not gonna be
Mm-mm-mm.
champions anymore. And then I guess when that paycheck, you know, when that paycheck slow down, you're not getting them coin, that championship coin like you was getting. Maybe then, you'll calm down.
Still what? Be like, I'm sorry. Like, goodbye. Because she was like, I'm not apologizing. I said, but I said, I was like, okay.
That's what she
But you
said.
lose your job. Then you're like, I'm sorry.
You about
Goodbye.
to lose your job.
You know what? Mm-mm-mm. I just can't. I can't.
It's a mess. I feel bad for her.
Mm.
Lacy went in here. Get out of there.
I do feel bad for her. I feel bad for people who have to take that low road to do
I
that.
do too.
Because you don't have to do that.
It's the
If
Pisces in me.
you talented
I
enough
can't
to
help
get
it.
on Impact, I mean, you tried out for WWE and that didn't work out in your favor.
Show didn't.
Decided first go around.
But that don't mean you terrible. Ember tried out for WWE and her first go round was around the time they were still doing them diva stuff, and that was
Natty
when
tried out
JR
4 times
yeah,
before
JR
she
wasn't
got
in
signed.
charge. Mm-hmm.
I see why Ember didn't get in.
Did
And
anyone
she's a
see
heart.
that girl do her gymnastics routine to Janet? It was actually pretty good.
Yes, I saw it, and I was like, "Work, bitch."
You get to see it. They were like Venus and Earth, always compared, but still really different. I never saw Prince and Michael Jackson even compared.
And the gag is about them in the media. They were pitted as as rivals, but they were friends. Like they were
Oh,
friends, and they had respect for what the
Other
person
person do.
did,
yeah, because
and they knew their lanes.
like Prince
You know what
was
I
really
mean?
big on using real instruments. You had to be able to sing. He was like, you got to be able to do something
But
to
Michael was
contribute to the
shady though.
table.
He was a little shady, and I'm gonna tell you
Mhm,
a story. Michael had a casting for his the way you make me feel video.
mhm.
And what Michael would do was like girls would come in and they would all line up and he would just like look at them and like walk down the line. And there were 3 girls who had worked with Prince previously. And he told the director, no, they worked with Prince. I don't want them.
Oh, yeah.
That was so petty.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't take it.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, but he was so sweet about it. He was like, no, not her. Not her either. But they loved each other and they had a mutual respect. And I think that like people didn't know that. They didn't know that. And like I'm sure like the both of them are like in heaven jamming and spilling the tea, honey. So
Well, on
where's
that
Joey?
note, sitting there.
Oh my gosh.
Just sitting there.
Oh my gosh.
They'll pop in eventually.
Joey.
Hello.
That's so annoying. She act like she originated fire in the color blue.
Girl.
Yeah. Did you
Did
hear
she
about
part?
the guy that gorilla glued a cup to his lips because he thought the story with Tesca was fake, and now he's risking losing his lip?
Yeah,
No.
I heard about
Really?
this story.
I did not actually. I'm very shocked, but I am seeing a lot of people doing dumb shit,
Why?
like a girl took gorilla tape and tried to give herself a wax with gorilla tape and was sitting up there crying while they was pouring water on her coochie.
Are you serious?
Dead ass.
Yeah, I see. All of that.
Sitting there with a t-shirt or a towel over her face,
What?
and underneath her thigh area, you can see
Not the
her thigh.
bikini area.
It was red,
I can't.
and she looked like she was bleeding.
I'm
She
cringing.
was
Oh my
she
god.
was not in a good space, and I
I'm
was like,
cringing. Oh, my
ma'am,
god.
you got girls. One girl said she was gonna use the gorilla glue to glue her eyelashes on.
What?
And I said, y'all losing y'all goddamn minds. Now, let me
Oh
tell you
my
something
god.
about this gorilla glue girl. I, I think she did it for clout. I really, really
I
do.
don't think she did.
I
I don't
saw
think she
some
did.
TikTok stuff, and at first I thought people was lying. But when I went to the YouTube page where they showed her trying to remove that stuff from her hair, her part was on a different side.
Oh my God.
So I'm looking at it and I'm like, I swear she parted it on the left. When you look at the video on the Shade Room and on her page, the part is on the left. But
Well,
when you look,
her left is your right, and
but
vice
if
versa.
she's sitting down again in front of the camera, and then here's the kicker part. When you look at how they was trying to get rid of the glue, right? And they was trying to remove it. She didn't have the finger wave pressing down her edges like she had in the original video. That
Oh
was
my
gone.
God. My
Everything was
thing is,
smooth on both sides. So
my
how
thing
you
is,
do that if your hair was glued down?
how do you lack common sense to not know you don't put glue in your head? Like that's what threw me off. Like,
But then
girl,
no, Taylor. Okay, so let's spin reality. Okay, the video was flipped. But how you get rid of the swooped edges that she had? How you do that? Because when I saw her on the Shade Room, she had her baby hair swooped and it was swooped into her real hair. Like most of the girls do when they do their slick back ponytail. One side that's not don't have the swoop on it, it's got their swooped edges, right?
I
Okay,
can't.
so how you lose the edges if your hair was glued down, baby? Where were the edges? You shouldn't have been able to move your hair. All that should still be the same if you're using the acetone and stuff to get it out. And I don't know if she kept it up on YouTube or not, but when I saw the video, that's what was showing. The lady had her hand on her head, and what you saw was her hair. She was trying to get it out. She got some of the glue out, but she couldn't get it all out. But on the other side, that whole side of her hair was slicked down on the side. None of that was swooped or anything. And I was just trying to figure out, like, okay, wait a minute. Something about this ain't right. Now, here's the other part that kind of took me out. Originally, the money that people was sending her was for the medical expenses because she claimed that it
But
cost.
she getting it done for free, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. The one of the plastic surgeons was like, I'll take care of it for free. But here's the kicker. When she went to the hospital would have done it, and all she would have had to do was stay in the hospital. She chose to check out of the hospital and do
Mm,
it at home. That's what I'm
mm,
saying. Something ain't right about this.
yeah, I didn't know
Something
that.
don't feel right. Because, like, why would you check out the hospital? The hospital got the stuff to do the procedure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then her plastic surgeon is like, well, we had to use a combination of acetone,
Not
oil,
acetone.
gel to get it
Not acetone.
They said medical grade acetone. Medical grade, baby. That's what they had to use. Then ask yourself this. How did you get the glue slick down on your hair? Because
Not
when you use got to
acetone.
be glued and when you use got to be spray and the gel and any other kind of gel, you use your
And
hand
that's a
to stick
thick
your hair
gel
down. You
and
use
spray
your hand to
because
stick
I've
your
used it.
hair down. So did you put on gloves to put this stuff on your hair?
Right.
Because it'd be on your hands if you didn't.
Yeah. I've used got to be the spray and the glue. Then
And
I
that's
went
it.
through a
It's
wig
strong.
phase,
It's
and that
sticky.
stuff is strong.
Hell yeah.
Flat out slow.
It's sticky. Okay. So you tell me, if you didn't know you couldn't use this on your hair, then why
Why
don't
would
you
you do
have
it?
glue on your hands?
Right.
The glue should still be on your hands.
Yep.
Right?
True.
Stop playing with me. Just stop playing with me. That's all. Everybody that sent their money, she now is telling everybody she gonna use it for wigs.
What?
14 grand?
Wow.
Lonnie Love
$14,000?
sent her some money.
Mm-mm-mm. Yikes.
That's a lot of money for some wigs, baby.
It sure is. Because a good wig is like $2,000, right? In the thousands.
Yeah, if you
Like a good
want a
wig,
good quality wig, like a good virgin haired
like a
wig, no
lace
matter
front.
what kind, that's
Mm.
upwards of 1,500 starting out.
Wow. Mm.
The wigs and that the wigs that them celebrities be wearing and stuff, if they don't, I mean, if you ain't got a quality vendor that know exactly where the hair came from, they can charge you a lot of money for some hair and it don't be worth shit.
Mm.
Okay. But there are vendors that will sell you virgin hair, and that hair is hella expensive. That hair that come from them temples in India, that hair is
Not the
expensive. It
not
is
the
not
temples
cheap.
in India.
That's I'm dead ass. There's a temple where they go to cut
Not
their
the temples of
hair.
India.
Girl, you laughing, but I'm dead ass
Not
Oh
the
God,
serious.
I
temples of
can't
India.
take it.
They go to the temple and get their hair prayed over, and then they cut
I wonder what glue Sasha wears because she wrestles in a wig.
it.
So I wonder like what glue is
She gotta be
that.
wearing got to be glued too. It's got or it's some type of bow hold. Something.
It's got to be because
But she trying to sue them, and her lawyers are saying she has a chance to win. No, she don't. I
mm-mm.
tell you why. Two reasons why.
How can you
First
sue
of all,
them?
let's put it into
The only
perspective.
way she'll win is if there's not a disclaimer on the bottle.
There's a disclaimer on the bottle for skin, for it not to
Okay.
be in contact with your skin.
And then on top of that,
And it tells you to contact the poison control if you ingest it.
they shouldn't even be no damn disclaimer on the bottle. You can buy super glue out of a hair store.
Jared.
Let me ask you, I'm gonna ask the same question I asked before. If you spray this on your hair thinking that this will hold your hair and you could remove it later on, tell me what happened to the glue that was on your hands. Where is the glue that's in your hairbrush? Because it should still be there right now.
Yep.
Where is it? What happened to it? Did you put on gloves to do your hair? Because if I recall the way Gorilla Glue acts, when you put water on it, bitch.
The adhesive kicks in. The moment that glue touches water, it activates.
You just gonna have to help me out. Now, if she win the case, it's only because the judge felt bad for her.
Well, I heard she got like 5 kids, right?
I don't know how many kids she
I
got.
saw that
Her
somewhere.
wide-eyed, she get up there wide-eyed every 2 seconds. I thought she was on drugs or something.
Yikes.
Her eyeballs is huge, tears of sheet. And
No,
she's sitting there with her eyes open with these massive spider-like lashes on her head. On her face. And you just sitting there like, girl, is you all right? I mean, are you okay? Do you need something? Do you need some water or something? Do you need a drink? Because it just seems
I need
like
a
you
drink.
bugged out. Oh, she looked terrible, honey. Maybe Carmella can donate her wig for free.
Hell no.
Not her wig for free. I can't. I still don't know how she got through that regional flipping contest with that wig on. Cause girl, you get you some good boho. I'm telling you. It's a bunch of companies that make glue for your lace front that work out beautifully. There's a lady named Hair by Erica. She's got great lace front glue. Boho is another one. Hair Imports makes great hair glue. I can't think of the name of it. It's a bunch of places that do it. But child, it's a whole lot. I'm telling you. She better not put no more Gorilla Glue in her head. I don't think she will. Her eyes look like quarters. Oh God. She's a grown ass woman with common sense. I'm sure that when she bought that damn glue, she didn't buy it for her damn hair. What she did was purely ignorant. I 100% agree, Taylor. Oh, Johnny's here. Hi, John. Did you finish? Did you finish your orders? Cause you look like you was exhausted. You was on live today. You was making cheesecakes. Did you eat some of my cheesecake yet?
No,
See, I be having to beg people to try my food. And I be here baking up stuff. And that's why I don't bake nothing. Then you get mad because I won't bake no more cakes. And I won't bake nothing. You get upset with me. That's the reason why. Because y'all don't eat my stuff. Then it go bad in the refrigerator.
your husband was tired. I forgot about it.
Be tired. You want a hug? I give you a hug.
I'll take the hug. I ain't that tired, but I'll take the hug. That's not no hug now.
You made dinner too? I made chili today. It was a one pot thing. I had to have Jared go in there and make the ground beef because I don't like doing that part.
She was staring to someone's soul when she made that video.
Hold on. She was staring into someone's soul when she made that video. Oh, okay, yeah. Her eyes was wide as hell.
Wide. I mean wide.
Like, yo, you could see all down in her eyes, down the back of her skull. You saw all that. Nia Jax is still trending from my whole situation. Let me tell y'all something. I saw this company called Tushy send out some tweets to her like, hey, Nia Jax, we want you to be a brand ambassador for us, and we'll send you our Tushy 3.0, and you'll get the travel Tushy 3.0. Child, when I tell you I fell out, like, a bidet company wants you to sponsor them, girl. You can clean that ass. I was like, ooh. And then, he said, yes, why would I be? Child, that's a lot of hell. I'd be tired as hell. But I would stuff some chicken with some white wine sauce. Oh, it's so bougie. I just made me some chili, baby. That's all I did. So, I tell you, I fell out when I found all them tweets. I was supposed to put it in the daily briefing this morning, but I was in here laughing too hard to get the shit done. It was funny. The tweets that people would send out, the one Mickey James sent out, she tweeted a picture of a donut for her to sit on. She went to Amazon and found a picture of a donut and was like, Naya, I think they have this for you in your side. Oh, God.
You know, she taking it in stride. Talking about she got a whole lot of support.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Finally.
All right. I don't know. I'd be sleepy. I'm happy for Naya. She probably wasn't expecting all this, child. Now I don't know if she took the sponsor deal. I wouldn't have took it. It's from a really small company, and Naya like, you're gonna have to pay me my ducats, honey.
A lot of space when she hit that apron was surprising. A lot of was like, oh shit.
He said, I am tired, child. You should be. That was funny when Charlotte told Lacy to shut up and go back to the PC. She told her ass right. She definitely do need to go back.
Yeah, Lacy need to go back.
When Becky returns, they can have the man versus the hoe. Taylor, shut up. Anybody, I'm not reading no more of your comments because you be on some garbage. Every time I put one of your comments up, it be something like that. So we have everybody in here crying and shit. Oh God, I've been on live for 2 hours. I was talking to Tears. They usually how I go when I be talking to Tears. Yeah, I was supposed to let D in, but see, Tears don't like D too much. And if I would have let D in while Tears was in the live, all hell would have broke loose. So I was like, okay. Yeah, she was on the wine. She was sipping on the wine. No tears are back in here. Tears was sipping on that wine a little bit, and I was like, "Oh God, somebody feelings." I can't. Like I'm gonna have to protect him a little bit because Tears would have been cussing his ass out. Then she'd have cussed me out. I'm like, I ain't even do that now. Because she do not like that man at all. She don't like him. Or if they were a team, they'd be the manhole. Ooh, y'all ain't shit. She said, damn right. See, do y'all really think they're planning Lacy versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's title at WrestleMania? Taylor, honey, I hope not.
I hope
That is
not,
not
because I
that is
wouldn't
not
want
something I want
to.
to see.
I wouldn't want to see that match.
After round,
That's not something I want to see. I'm not gonna lie. Monday's match with Charlotte and Lacy wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It could have been worse, and I've seen Lacy and Charlotte do worse. But I'm not interested in seeing them wrestle each other. I'm just not. Nia still rubbing her booty at home after a lot of catastrophe going on. I cannot. I
So
don't
you can't
know.
hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It's not that I don't like him. It's just his bias. He's biased towards AEW is bullshit and it's annoying as fuck. I know, girl. But it would not have gone over well. It just would have been a mess. So I was like, let me just wait to bring D in. let me just wait. Because I did not want to get my ass chewed out and I didn't even do nothing, It's disrespectful if that's true. I don't know, because they could have went with Oscar versus Charlotte if you ask me, and that would have been a much better matchup, a much better match, and it would have just been easier and much more fun to watch, honestly. Taylor, we know who's gonna win that match. Excuse me. Do you think Lacy can beat Oscar at Elimination Chamber?
If she do win, I think it'll be by the help with Ric Flair if he was to interfere in the match while the ref wasn't looking.
That's quite plausible, honestly. Is it possible for her to win? Yes. Yes, it's very possible. Do I want Lacey to win? No, not really. I think this is a very odd way to give Lacey her first title. If that's what they wanted to do, I wouldn't do it if I was them.
My question is, how did Lacey even get in a title picture?
Monday she had a match with Charlotte, and according to her and Ric Flair, Rick talked to the higher ups, and she was able to garner a championship if she was able to beat Charlotte.
yeah,
Charlotte got disqualified during the match because first of all, she pushed the ref and she hit him. And second, she wouldn't let up on Lacey Evans. And when they're in the corner, you only got 5 seconds before you have to let up on them. She didn't. So it cost her the match. And Lacey Evans earned an opportunity, if you calling that earning, to go up against Oscar at EC. Every match they've had together been a miss. It haven't been great. No. I don't want, if they're gonna do that, I'd rather it just be Oscar versus Naomi. Charlotte don't have to be in the mix for that to be great. Just make it Oscar versus Naomi. But Naomi is with Lana. I firmly believe that at Elimination Chamber, Lana is gonna become a tag team champion with Naomi. I truly believe that they're gonna do that. There's a lot to be improved on, but it's like a car crash terrible. It's not like a car crash terrible. True. Would you be excited to see Sasha versus Bianca? Yeah, I'm not opposed to Sasha versus Bianca. I simply wanted them to have their own WrestleMania moments and both of them be champion. I really wanted to have two black women on the top of the company as champion at the same time. That's what
And
I
not
wanted.
microlink added.
What'd you say?
I said we don't want microlink added.
He said no micro links. No, Carmella don't need to be in there. Not at all. So I like the fact that Bianca could be going up against Sasha. I'm well aware that that's going to be a great match. My selfishness is what's kicking in and saying I want both of them to have their moment, and I want to see two black women on top of one of the, if not the biggest company in the wrestling entertainment world. That's what I wanted. You feel what I'm saying? Oscar better green Miss Ric Flair. Ooh, that'd be dope. She haven't done that in a while.
I don't know how it's gonna go down with the problem.
Same version of Oscar versus Alexa Bliss at WrestleMania.
She's missing somebody since the Rona been around. I think.
I don't like Alexa Bliss' new character.
You don't like her character? A lot of people aren't too happy with Bliss's character right now. Okay, Lacy needs to go back to the PC. Even Ric Flair, who was a 16-time champion and a two-time Hall of Famer, can't help her. Charlotte was yelling her spots to her. She was yelling her spots. That is true.
And
I thought I was the only one that picked up on that.
I'm still trying to figure out what the hell happened. Like,
When she wrestled Bailey, she did the same thing. I'm like,
I think Lacey's problem is she overacts in her matches. Like she'll be in the match and she's overselling and she's selling so much that she's not paying attention that she should be getting out of, you're supposed to be woozy when you get hit. Okay. But if you notice, Lacey hold her sales for a very long time. And it's like you gotta let go and then continue the match at some point. You know what I mean? She's not keeping up with the pace of the match. And that's something that you either have or you learn. And she might need to go back to the PC to learn that pacing again, understanding spots, and being more careful of where she is and what she's doing. Her ring awareness is off, severely off. Your shirt smells like chili. All right, y'all. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. I'm sleepy now. I'm gonna be back on live tomorrow. Let's get Shayna versus Nia now after they lose the titles. I can fuck with that actually. That'd be cool. I'm gonna go live tomorrow for sure. Come back here on YouTube and go live after SmackDown on today's Thursday, right? SmackDown's tomorrow, so I'm gonna go live tomorrow after SmackDown. I probably won't be able to do the wrestling panel Saturday because I have something else that I have to do. So I'll do the wrestling panel next Saturday for sure because I won't have anything to do next Saturday. Oh, yeah, that's gotta be your birthday. Your birthday weekend is next Saturday, baby. I'm sorry. I got something I gotta do next week. Wait, is your birthday Saturday or Friday? Okay. Damn it. I'll probably do the wrestling panel Thursday then because I won't have nothing to do Thursday. And I just have to she said, I'm drunk as fuck. Oh, Lord have mercy. So I'm going to be on live tomorrow. So you guys can come in tomorrow and we'll talk again. I'll try to have D come in tomorrow. That way Tirza don't be in here tripping. I promised him I can bring him in tomorrow because he wanted to talk about wrestling and stuff. So y'all make sure y'all come back tomorrow and I will see y'all next time. Peace.
bye.